Hello and welcome to today's session, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Just going to make sure everything is good to go and we are live. Whether you're watching this from YouTube or Facebook. Okay, so if you are watching this, first and foremost, can I say welcome to everybody? And if you could kindly let me know, first of all, you have the chat box there. Just let me know, can you hear me? And most importantly, I think this is key, even if you can't see me, obviously, at least the audio is working and working correctly. Okay, I think that's going to be the most key thing here. So, and don't forget, like Reed says, if you are watching this, don't forget to hit the like button. Okay, so we really appreciate if you could do that. So, I have to give a huge welcome, and we will be joined imminently by the one and only Yash. So I know there's that are probably asking. He is attending, so don't worry, he will be here. And as we're just waiting for Yash to join, here he is right now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Here this side, Yash, and we have Ali with on the show today. And today, as we mentioned, today we are going to cover about how you can create in-demand product photos, designs, and ads using Artistly. Not just that, I will be finally pulling back the curtain on what makes the ad, the design, sells versus what makes the ad or design a loser or something that doesn't perform, that wastes a lot of money. Well, if you're ready and excited to know about that, let me know in the comment section, because not just that, I'll be sharing you the step by step guide on that. I will also be giving you real life case studies on that. And I will also be talking about something new and exciting that we have recently introduced and updated inside the Artistly application. I'll be going over through everything in detail to make sure you get the most out of it. All I want is your full 100% participation in the comments, likes, and your feedback one on one live as we're doing. And then Ali will also cover the selling strategies and platform and marketplace strategies. And this is going to be the value packed golden nuggets, full of golden nuggets session. So make sure you listen, stay till the end. And without further ado, let's get started. All right, guys. I hope you can hear me. I hope you can see me. I hope everything is okay from the voice side and all that. And with that being said, let me share my screen with you guys. All right, perfect, awesome. So let me just 1 second share my screen, and there you go. Awesome. So right now I'm inside the Artistly dashboard. We all are familiar about this, right? So we have two options, as you know, fast and advanced. If you come inside the fast, you have something really interesting that we didn't have before. And we have something called consistent object. And this is game changer, guys. This is a game changer. Okay. Now imagine, right? And I'll tell you how much money you can demand for this kind of service. What's the actual value of it? What's the real life result of it for people who are using this? And what's the strategic and unique way of using this and providing this as a service or doing it for yourself? It's game changer, guys. Okay. So for the first time ever, you can instantly, so we had this request, a lot of requests, a lot of feedback from you guys that we have train your own AI, which basically helps you instantly train AI with your own photo, with your own face and stuff like that, right? That's cool, that's good, right? But we want objects, right? We need ecom product, we need bottles, marks, ebooks, bags, covers, toys, blah blah, right? So for the first time ever, we have it. You can instantly train AI with your own objects, and you can transport your products in one click to any place, any location, any placement, any desire. So you can save big money of clients in expensive photo shoots, and you can create and these ads and these designs like in seconds, right? What used to take hours, days, and even weeks in planning and shooting. So this is game changer, guys, right? All you have to do is very simple, right? Come to the consistent objects, right? And then what you have to do, I got some designs over with me. You have to upload, like I have this design, right? So you have to upload your design. Let me just upload that. So you have to upload your design, And then, okay, so once again, by the way, I'm gonna share my screen and just checking if you have any questions for me. All right, good, awesome. So all you have to do basically is upload your designs, right? And then what you can do is you can just, let me just show you 1 second. I think I misplaced my 1 second. Let me share my screen again. All right, there we go. Awesome, perfect. So yeah, there you go. Oops, yeah, this is great. So what you can do is you just like I uploaded this, steel cup and all that. Now let's say I want this cup on the kitchen table, right? So what I would do on the kitchen table, right? And you can select the dimension you want. So let's say I want to create an ad or specific, right? I will just say on the kitchen table, I want it on the, these are some examples and these some previous examples before, right? This is on the office table. This is on like a kitchen table and all that, all stuff like that. Let me show you one more again, right? While this is getting generated, let me also show you one another example. All you have to do, guys, excuse me, all you have to do is just upload an image, or you can select any design that you want, right? So for example, if you already designed something uh using image designer or using stuff like that, anything that you have in your library, you can use it. For example, I'm just gonna, let's say, use it this example, and I can say, for example, on the cafe table or on the beach, in the mountains, wherever you want, any fancy location, idea, placement, anything you want, you can have it over there, right? And that's the beauty, right? So now the another thing that it helps you, right? The one thing that it helps you a lot is you can literally prompt here, right? For example, let me just choose the design once again. Instead of a zipper, we can choose like a bag or something. Let's say this is the bag, and I want this bag on the, on the bench, right, in the garden, on the bench in the garden, right? And you can exactly have that by just uploading the design and by giving the prompt. Is that clear to you guys? Is that clear to you? Let me know in the comment section, right? Can you design don't yeah, so design copyright will be yours, right? Because you're updating your own product, you're uploading your own product, so obviously copyright belongs to you. Now if the client wants it, the client asks for it, right? Then you can show multiple examples and all that, and that's a power, right? Now, no. We just does not stop there, right? For example, you can now take these and get it inside the, for example, I'm going to show you that. You can take that inside the advanced AI image designer, and you can create and generate like ads from that, right? Let me show you some real life examples, right? 1 second. Let me just show you that. So, for example, right, I'm going to show you all these real life examples that gain massive success out of this, right? For example, this is the ad, right? This is the ad from this company called Humane, right? Now, if you see, this one got like 2,500 likes. 200. This is an ad. This is called an ad, okay? Where it's a call to action button, right? Where there was this product of theirs. It's set on the location. It is set on the an object or the thing, and then all you can do is, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it. There's a headline and there is something like that, and you can run this kind of ads that are working, right? And exactly these kind of ads gives you basically, for these kind of ads you can charge a lot of money for clients on a recurring basis because they need ongoing sales, right? You see that, right? That's exact t-shirt markup, for example, right? So perfect. You've got like 10,000 likes, and another example would be this one got like 33,000 likes, bare minimum, right? It's a markup itself, a unique markup that shows an idea, that gives an idea. Pretty cool, right? Look, this is from another company called, so that's the thing, right? People want it, businesses need it. This is the exact framework. Basic user generated style of concepts and designs are getting all the rage, right? Another example I want to show you, right? This lady did something really interesting that took my, so you can create these exact designs like this. I'm going to show you that. But what she did is just she created some Amazon finds and all that, and she dried those people. For example, if I click on shop now, she's sending those people to an Amazon affiliate commission storefront, right? So very interesting, right? She does not hold any inventory. She does not hold, because she know, right? She knew that, okay, there's a Valentine Day decor happening, so she maximizing on that, right? It's already got like 1800 likes. Love all this, so many items. So discuss with Amazon, blah blah blah, and people are engaging with that, right? That's the smart play people are having, right, with these unique design. Another example I want to show you. This is from a company called Capital One Shopping, right? Basic image, basic post, right? If you're going to buy plane tickets, read this. You don't know how to create this image for that, right? I can literally take this image, go to, like, we have mirror magics and everything, right, working in the in our application. You can take this, have an idea, and from an idea to creation, you can do this. And these basic things, right? Capital One, that big companies are using ads like this. I want to show you another one, right? Basic, right? What it is, it's a close-up shot of an senior man. So right now, what's happening in the ads landscape, right? Your ad should not look like an ad. That's the philosophy, right? That's the name of the game. That's the principle. That's the secret sauce, right? Now this does not look like an ad. This is a normal profile. What it is, it's like meet like-minded singles who support your active lifestyle, right? It started on 1st of January, already got 4,400 likes, and there are people signing off. So these companies, whether it's an e-commerce company, whether it's a local business, whether it's a startup, whether it's a technology company, whether it's anything, they want these kind of creative ideas, right? By themselves, they could not do that, right? Because they lack that information, right? Look at that. This one was from maga.com, right? Where there was this markup, there's this t-shirt, and this is from on this guy, right? Pretty simple. We can clearly say this is an AI generated photo if we cannot, because it shows that. But yeah, nobody cares, right? Got 10,000 likes. Yes, it's the time. I love it. Agree. And they're sending it to the website, right? I'm going to show you another example, right? Which is from a very big company called Think, right? Which is just like a cute cat holding a let's say this what do you call this board, or this what do you call this, like blank paper, right? And has some words on it, right? I'm going to exactly show you how you can create all these kind of designs, right? But the idea needs to be understood, which is your ad does not seem to like an ad where it has a lot of moving elements and moving pieces. It should be straightforward, to the point, and as raw as possible. People love that. Social media is rawness, right? Like it's just shot from someone's phone, right? This photo, you can exactly generate stuff like this, right? Or this, or this, or this, right? This was from a very big company, for a developer's mastermind. It's basic, right? It's like a fun thing. Hate leaving for work, learn Python and work remote. Simple messages and simple ideas sells more than complicated messages and promotional designs, right? Is that clear to you guys, right? So let me know if that's the idea, right? Because a lot of people, one second, because a lot of people get confused, like, okay, yes, the issue is, like, I create these ads, I create these images, but I'm not getting any traction. Like, I do all this, but things are not coming, or not hitting the numbers that I want, or the traction I want. But the idea is, you need to understand that where we are advertising these on, and what are we doing with them, right? On this clear, it's very clear that we want them on social media, for social media, and or ads, and right now the name of the game for ads and for social media is it should not look like an ad. Because how many times you skip an ad because it looked like an ad, but you paid attention, even though it's an ad, but it looked very raw, raw, natural, real, authentic, not so polished, but really have some keen, realistic elements to that. Like, do you agree with me, guys, with that? Type yes in the chat box. Do you agree with that? Because that's the thing, right? I hope everyone is. Hopefully, Mirror Magic will be working. Exactly, it is working. You can check it in your account. It was this recent update we're doing, and it should be fixed, and it should be working as usual. And even better results it will give you inside your account. So that's clear, right? Now, when that is clear, right? When you know exactly where you want to go, you can actually tell, because a lot of times what happens, right? We got all these amazing AI tools and all that, right? The issue is, where do we start from, right? What do we do? got this product, I got this client, I got this, but where do we start from, right? That lack of destination, or the lack of what you want from it, is where AI is not helpful for majority of the people. Because what are you going to do, right? AI can bring your wildest imaginations to life, right? But what are we doing with it, right? What's the idea? What's the outcome we want from it, right? What's the thing we need from it? What are we asking for? Are we clear that this is exactly, and that's where I'm sharing, right? These are the kind of ads and designs that, regardless of in which category, industry, or niche you're in, will work. Let me show you exactly how you can make it, right? I showed you an example of the dating app, right? That company, for that specific creative, for them to keep running, because that's where you add in value, right? It's all about value add in this economy, right? Because if everyone has these AI tools, how will someone get an extra leverage over the competition? Is the creativity, right? Is the just knowing what works, it will set you apart, right? Because other people will waste time thinking, testing, knowing, understanding, explaining, learning, and all that kind of stuff. But you know exactly what works, right? So then, giving them results is easier and faster and makes more sense for you. That's where the value add is, right? Because now, for that, Valhalla project company, or that humane company, or that dating application, or all these startups, all that technology startup, what all they want someone to help them with the graphics, the designs, and ads, that can come and they can give them they can create someone who can create an engine of ads for them. And that's the engine. AI help you, or enables you to become that engine, right? I hope that, because a lot of times when these basic things are clear, everything is clear. Now, because I know where I want to go, because I know what kind of exact specific results I want, because this is exact style images or object designs and ads that work, I will tell AI to create me exactly the same, and it will give me, and I will get the same results. Do you agree with me, guys? Are you with me here so far? And then we're gonna go. So do you see the new update from our site in your applications? And are we so far clear about this? Type yes in the chat box. Ali, you want to add something here? Well, just 1 second. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, obviously, Yasha's, what he's saying is very important. I know sometimes, I mean, many will be eager to see with Artisan. Actually, let me pull it up whilst we're here. So
Yeah.
it's a really important point that the AI is there to assist you, and it will only work as good as the input you put it in there. Okay, we always say this when it comes to anything, especially with AI. And one of the things I think the huge benefits, I know Yash will probably agree with this, that's why we put something so powerful like the prompt extender. Now, it sounds like a really small thing, but it's a very huge thing that we're trying to take away the headache from you. So these very complex extensions of these prompts are there for you. So you put a little snippet, and I think what we'll do, we'll actually show you just a quick example, and then I know Yash has got some good content to share with you. Why it's important. So, say for example, if you went to the Fast A image designer, always activate the prompt enhancer. So, like Yash said, I'll just finish off with this. There's already ads out there, winning ads. We don't need to complicate stuff. All we have to do is model what's already successful. We have Artistly. We can go capture a winning ad out there on the platform, and we can model that winning ad for ourselves, for our own projects, our products, etc., or for our clients, etc. So I'll just
Look at
read
that.
what Yasha said, and that more or less just
Exactly.
move over there.
Let me show once. Sorry, I was just uploading this. Yeah, just doing this, right? I uploaded this. You saw that stainless steel mug and all that, right? All I did, I just said it, right? Placed on the kitchen table. Boom. Look at that. Look at the exact style design. I want it on mountain. Okay, there you go. You wanted a mountain. Get it on the mountain with perfect, realistic feel to that, right? I said I want it on the beach. Where there you go. I got it on the beach with some little update over there. Now let's say I like this. All I have to do is click on this edit option over here. Now see the magic. You'll love this. You will love it. Now all you do is click on this little edit option, and it will open up a canvas, right? Never possible before, right? You have to jumble around with a lot of application. Now, see what you can do. I can drag this. It's almost as realistic as possible. This is an ad, right? I'm creating right now an ad that we just saw, right? I was converting, but for this stainless steel bottle, and I can sell this. I can use it for myself, and I can sell this service to the client because now they have the engine, right? Look at that. So I will say, super strong. So I will just drag some shape over here. So let's say I would want this. I will
And
just
Yash, can you just reinforce as Yash is showing you even that flask? This is one of the main topics we're talking about today, is about creating or generating e-commerce products easily. Okay, using art, very key point. So we're not just confined to that mug. Just think about a whole plethora of different inventory of a catalog of different products. That's the key part here. Okay.
Yeah, I just say sold out twice. Yep, there you go. I'm just gonna do some little magic over there, like it, I can keep it. If I don't like it, I can just avoid it, and then okay, one another thing, if in case you're having issues, we give you that layer option to lock layers. For example, you can lock, what is this layer? This is the layer that I lock, so that it does not disturb you while you are working on an overall design. Well, I mean, it depends, right? So what do you want? What do you want from it? I don't like this. I just delete it. No problem. Just get this, send it backwards, right? And then send it more backwards. Okay, let me just get it upside, and then I can put my, okay, this is already white. So let me just change the color to this red. Show you right now, create a winning design in front of, right? Which would take sold out twice. Right, change the logos of no, sorry, not the logos, the front, and just a little bit tweak, sold out twice. And then I can say, based on the demand, I can say, okay, and then I want another thing where, shape here, and then if there's any offer or something like that, I could just mention it. You get my point, right? You got understood the flow, right? I say 30% off now. Just something like that, or maybe just say 30% off. Change it to Arial black, color yellow. Oh, sorry, white, and just put it over here. There you go. You don't need to complicate things a lot, right? Because the problem before you understanding, right? Now this was sold out twice. So the someone will say, I could do more stuff. I could add like a bag drop, but you get my point, right? The more creative I can get it. But the idea is very simple, right? The idea is very simple. It is sold out twice and it is available. The problem before is getting this image, right? The client or yourself would just have an image of this sipper on a like a normal image, right? Like a camera shot, iPhone shot, or a mobile phone shot image, right? To get this is the game changer, right? Because now that's a wow factor. That's an ad that demands like thousands of dollars, right? Every single month we're talking about for these businesses. And we're not talking about just for e-com products, right? If you're doing for your clients or if you're doing for yourself, right? We showed you, right? Like this is possible for an information company, for print on demand, for a dating application, for like a information product company, like a online teaching company, right? For like obviously print on demand is for a health and supplement brand, for an Amazon affiliate store, for a big company, for a big credit company. The idea is very simple, right? The idea is understanding what sells. The idea is understanding what sells and kind of okay, exactly. This is the money maker, guys. This is the money maker, and I wanted to let you know we got this a lot of requests for this. Will be done next week. You will have the ability, right? We're working on it. Team is working on it. You will have an ability to create your own mockups using your own logo. All you have to do is just give your logo, and you can have endless mockups, be it on like shirts or mugs or cups or hats or pants or shorts or books anywhere, desk and LCDs. This is the money maker, guys, right? Once we get this consistent object, we get your feedback and all that. In the next training, we'll be getting this on the details. Just want to let you know. Just want to spill the beans a little bit. Awesome. Then test the difference between them. Exactly. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Add to your prompt, write in the style around the program. Awesome, perfect. So that's the thing, guys. Does that clear to you, right? What I shared with you, is that clear to you guys, right? That is where it basically helps you going from like a raw design to an actual design that works or an actual design that sells, right? And now you don't have to worry about, okay, like, this that was the main issue, right? Like the client having objects or products or stuff like that. And like I have this mouse, right? Now I want this mouse to be shot, like for me to, okay, I can shot it here, I can shot in multiple places. All the client has to give you is the image of this mouse, right? Shot from an upper angle or side angle, whatever it is. You can put it wherever you want, as long as you can, and then add some little bit pieces and text and captions and stuff like that, and you're done. You're done. Your job is done there. But that piece of creative is a great post to make, is a great content to post, is a great ad for them, because a lot of companies, right? We'll cover that in because I want to show you, right? There's a high in demand for these companies, for folks and individuals who are well equipped with these AI tools to efficiently, shoot out these creatives. We call them, right? We call them ads. We call them design, to shoot out these ads very quickly in an efficient manner, in a SOP driven format, where they never have to worry, because like you're putting money behind it, and that's when it's working. They will pay you a retainer, they'll pay you a percentage, they will pay you on whatever deal you on terms. The idea is, how can we become the money machine for the client using these AI tools? And that's my goal, right? Because yeah, so if you were having, okay, so that's the clear, I hope that's clear. If you were having trouble or an issue with magic mirror, if you were having that issue yesterday, this morning, we fixed it. There was this update from our cloud servers and providers. It was a technical thing. Fixed it. Saw that in the group and posted. You can try it. It should be working as it was. Awesome. Perfect. 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 Any questions so far? Any, Ali, you want to add something? And then I will show you more examples and more scenarios. So yeah, if you see anything that is in the chats.
Yeah, for those that were talking about mirror magic, as you know, I think for the last couple of weeks we just keep making a huge amount of updates. So just be patient. Everything is working as correctly. If anything with these updates, it's just trying to make sure that everything's working even faster, and we're actually adding more features. So sometimes there can be intermittent issues, but everything is working fine. So don't stress about that, as you know. And in terms of questions,
And there's this question that we get for Mirror Magic a lot of time. So they're asking for the screen grabs. I think there are a lot of free screen grabs or screenshots. So can you, if you can mention some names? Yeah.
So the best way of doing it is, I think, Snagit is one of them. Okay, some of them are going to be paid, some of them you can use for free. So Snagit is one. The one that I would personally use is called Geizo. I mean, it's a bit of an odd name, but it starts with a G. But it's just say G Yazo. Okay.
Yeah, G Yazo.
G Yazo.
And one more thing that I use, guys, is I use Windows and I use Mac, like Apple as well, both systems. And on Windows, there's this snipping tool that you get free of cost, right? You can use that for screen grab. And in the Mac, if you're using Mac, you can just do Command Shift and 5, and it will take a screenshot for that. So you can use these hacks. Even for snipping tool, there's a So that's the thing. So you can get anything. It's very simple, very nothing too complicated in there. If you're using Windows, you can use free snippet tool, and there's a Command Shift and F5 for the screen grab for Mac users. So you can do that. So let me know if you guys have any questions, doubts, areas you wanted more detail, and then Ali, you can add more to this.
Yeah, so I guess the main thing is about the screen grab. Ah, perfect. Okay, so Paul's put it up there. So Giazzo is that's the one I personally use. It's so much easier, and I think I pay for it also. The reason being, I think it's like $5, but it also allows me, if I want, I can make recordings of the screen. And then, you can make as many images as you want, but there are free alternatives. Just spend a bit of time, go on ChatGPT or Google and just say screen grab alternatives, free screen capture. I mean, there's so many. I think from your own keyboard, it has print screen, isn't it?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, there's
If
so
I'm
many.
right. But these little
Yeah.
tools like Giazzo that's up on the screen, it's just a really easy snippet tool. Or things like Snagit, I think it is paid after the 30-day free trial, but you've got 30 days to use it for free. So that's a good one. So, but however, having said that, maybe if we twist Paul and Sid's arm and Yash, maybe we could incorporate something where we make a tool like that. Or I'll put a document, give you some references to
Yeah,
tools that are available for you. So
that'd be,
it's
yeah,
definitely something we can incorporate. That's not a problem.
awesome, perfect.
Okay,
Cool.
so let's have a look. Okay, so do you want to have a quick recap then, Yash, of what you've covered so far in terms of the consistent object?
Yeah, sure. Wonderful. So for those of you guys, yeah, let me just share that. 1 second. So the idea is very simple, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go back on my screen, and 1 second. Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Design to text. Mr. Pinto was fine for me. Okay, perfect. Hi guys, I just saw the message for lateness. Yeah, for those of you joining late or stuff like that, I'm just gonna cover that once again a little bit. So it's very simple, right?
Oh, your
In the
screen's not
front,
showing.
yeah, just 1 second.
Okay. Just to
Yeah,
let you know, I know you're on it, but just in case. Otherwise, everyone will get upset.
yeah. 1 second. Okay, there should be it. Yeah. So
Perfect.
now, so it's very simple, right? Is inside the fast AI image designer, there's this consistent object feature inside your account, guys. And then here you can upload any image or any design or any product. Or you can select a personal design from your gallery and you can say placed on the cafe table, whatever it is, wherever you want your object to be specifically. It will have that ready, right? Just like I had it on a kitchen table or on a mountain or a beach, you can have that ready regardless if your products have some text, work, or anything, right? So that's the thing, guys, right? And now I want to show you, right, like how would you design this kind of ad, for example, right? And I just wanted to share that with you. 1 second. We had this. I think this one is pretty simple, but though I just still wanted to, because a lot of people want this feature where this spoke, right? Cat holding something or a dog holding something, where it's a text involved. Okay, so look at that. Look at how beautiful that is, guys. Right? Like like realistic design. You want it so they can use for the product listing. They can use it on their, with real shadows and everything. Like it will blow their mind, right? When you show them, it's crazy. Anyways, so that's one thing, right? Now you want to create some designs with perfect text, right? We didn't go much in detail in the previous trainings, guys, but we had this something called create from prompt, and this is magic, guys, over here, right? Because we didn't have this, and our image designer is the fastest and the best image designer right now, right, on the internet. But sometimes it hallucinates the text, and that's why we have perfect text and images option for you. Okay, we have logos, markups, and all that, but we got something create from prompt. Okay, you can start from scratch. You can say a cute cat holding sign or a chalkboard that says sold out twice. Simple. That's a very simple prompt. You want to enhance it, you can always enhance this. We have this feather option here. That's our prompt enhancer called magic prompt writer, right? What it would do is it would basically, like, you see all this, and then you can choose on speed and quality, choose the expect ratio to be, and then you can just design this, right? So what it does, it gives you more it gives you more it gives more detail to your prompt, and gives you more possibilities and more imagination to deal with, right? So that's one thing, right? So that's where, just right like this, the ad that we saw run by big company for their motive or for their incentive or for their need, you can now generate it instantly, easily, with perfect text. Okay, now there's one thing that I wanted to add here, guys, is a lot of people don't know this, don't know some little things, and I just wanted to cover them, right? So you want to say, let's say my favorite example, a dog doing scuba dive. Okay, I enhance the prompt, I generate the prompt, right? It will generate an image with enhanced version. Okay, whimsical, blah blah blah. And I can come on quantities, I can generate 4 3 2 1, whatever my idea is. There's few things that I wanted to mention, okay? That I just wanted to look at that, guys. Look at that. Sold out twice. Perfect example here, right? You can edit it, you can want whatever you want, and then now a lot of you guys now see this, like this image, like there is this funny image. Yeah, I can do all this, stopping the tortoise, turtle, and all that. Beautiful images, right? Now these are perfect images. You would not get these kind of images with basic prompts, right? We got two more really powerful things, okay? Game changer. Regenerate and fix the image. Now this is a game changer, okay? Now I like this dog style, but I want to do regenerate this thing. There is this magic wand option here, guys, okay? When you click on this magic wand option and you do it, make it watercolor style, right? Make it watercolor style, right? Now what it would do, guys, is it will transform your prompt completely to your design need, right? And then you will have the same thing but in the watercolor style. So a lot of people, when I see this request, like I want this in that style, or a 2D style, or a 3D style, or like a comic style, or like this style, look at that, it's beautifully done in a watercolor style now, right? In the watercolor style. Or this is so funny, like, but yeah, AI can generate anything. So so that's the thing, right? There's the realistic style, there's the watercolor style. Let me show you, right? Let me just show you again, one more time. Okay, I'm gonna try with this. And you hit on this regenerate option, right? Where do you get this? You click on this I option, and you click on regenerate, and then you will see this magic wand, and then you will see make it doodle style, right? Doodle style, pixel art style, manga style, you name it, right? Generate the options and all that, right? Now I want to show you something really interesting, right? If you try, right? If you try something, right? And let's say if this image had some text, right? What you can do, if you don't, so a lot of times AI sometimes, hands and legs sometimes comes, look at that, right? It's a doodle style. Pretty interesting for storybooks, for social media posts, and for itself, right? It's wonderful, right? Now there's one another thing I want to mention, right? Now if you like this image but you wanted to fix this, now what this fix image, you just have to click on this. Now what it will do, guys, right, behind the scenes, what it will do is, if this image is not proper, does not have a proper text, or the hands or the legs are somewhat hallucinated, sometimes, you can just click on this one button and it will fix almost every time for you, right? So you don't have to look at that, right? Like the style here we selected was what we got is a very different style, right? More, it will add more realism, more depth, fix some things that were not, add some, like, look, you see, right? These images are good, I'm not saying these are bad at all. Let's just add some more depth to that, realism to that. Some, if fingers are bad, it will fix the fingers. If the text is bad, it will fix the text, right? And that was the main approach, that was the main goal why we had it. So if you love this, if you love this update, if you love this quick thing, if you didn't know this before, let me know, right? So that's the thing. So that's the thing, right? If it helped you, let me know, guys. Also, I have a question. Perfect. So let's see. Great updates, perfect, awesome. So how can I delete images on 3D consistent characters? So that will be that's in our roadmap. We have this consistent character option, and it generates you the characters for designs and stuff like that, right? But it does not allow you to delete something, right? So we added it, and it is inside the it will be done, and we'll update you shortly. So that's the thing. So Ali, anything you see from the team from that you noticed and you want to cover more in detail into the advanced designer, and then the marketplace stuff, you can continue.
Okay. So Yash is covered a huge chunk. I think I'm just going to put my feet up now and go home, which I am. But no, Yash has covered quite a lot. And I know sometimes, like I always mention, sometimes, when we go so through much, the last thing we try to do is overwhelm every single one of you. There's so many different components to artistically, and it comes down to what Yash mentioned earlier on. You have to kind of have an idea what the destination is, isn't it? What you're trying to achieve, what the outcome you're looking with using artistically. And I guess the main focus for today, as you're aware, is we're using artistically, and we're trying to demonstrate how you can use it to create and sell demand ecom products. So I always want you to remember, as we're going through, we've still got so much to go through. The main kind of fine line is we want you to always think, well, on today's session is going to cover that ecom element. So let me grab my screen. Let's get the screen up. Okay, let's get the window going. Okay, so I guess let me get it up on the page. Okay, so first and foremost, just to give for those that are asking some questions, this is going to be really, really important because this kind of does link in today, and we've done this previously. When you come to Artistly, a bit of housekeeping, I guess. If you go to the tutorial section, and you know what? Sometimes it can be we have to keep on our tippy toes. The reason I mean tippy toes, especially with the tutorials, there's so many brand new features coming up, and you've probably seen this. So some of the tutorials might show something completely different from an older version of the older previous version of the interface. So we're always updating them. So please don't panic. However, if you scroll down, well, I guess that's a good problem because you're getting ongoing updates and brand new features. Okay, so that's a win-win. But as you go through tutorials, we cover so much anyway. So if you ever get stuck, always come to tutorials first and foremost, because I saw a question in there. But my main thing I wanted to mention, if you scroll down, we've got some really great resources that we've kind of covered some aspects that will go a little bit more in depth of some topics I'm going to cover today, because I want to cover other certain related topics that go more deeper. So I'd always say, please come and really go through these customer trainings. I mean, these are really powerful trainings to make your life even much more easier. Below each video right there will be a resource link. Okay, so when you click it, I'll give you an example of what that's going to appear or look like. As you can see, it's going to give you a breakdown with timestamps, very important timestamps. Okay, very important timestamps. And you will see there's some bonus access and other different resources we've given, like guides and items that are going to become very useful too. So really important stuff. And I know there's always a frustration when you're on session. Sometimes you've got a pen and paper and while you're trying to absorb the content, you're trying to make notes at the same time, and it just becomes a bit of a clash. So I just want to make that very important. Don't worry, anything that's important that we cover, we always make sure we create a note and put it on a resource document and make that available to you. Okay, so a question, I guess, before we jump into the other part of the training. So can I import a picture or screenshot and then use AI to change the style? So Clifford, the answer to that is yes, you can, using the advanced section of Artistly. Okay, using Mirror Magic, which we will cover shortly. But with the Mirror Magic feature, it is a very powerful feature where you can take any image and you can use AI to update it or recreate it or enhance it or modify that graphic that has been made. Okay, so any image off the internet. And don't worry, we will go through some of this, so do not worry whatsoever. Okay. So coming back to Artistly now, first and foremost, if we come to the fast AI image section, okay, this is the key thing when it comes to the ecom element that we're covering. This with Artistly, it's got so many different, different functions for it. And a great thing, e-commerce, as you know, is such a huge thing. Now, when you think e-commerce, if it was me giving you this training, it would ideally be create digital products. It's the fastest, most inexpensive way of maximizing your revenue. You're probably thinking, well, what do you mean, Ali? It doesn't make sense. You're talking about e-commerce now. You're talking about digital marketing. Which one is it? Now, what's interesting is things have changed so much. Life's become so much easier. And why do I say that? There are platforms out there which I'm going to show you that are going to cover all your overheads. Yeah, they are. You're not going to need to order excessive thousands and thousands of dollars worth of inventory. You don't need no stock. You don't need no warehouses. You don't need to pay utility bills for the maintenance or whatever licensing fees from the local council, whoever it may be. When it comes to e-commerce, typically you'll see with certain items or products when it comes to e-commerce, you need to put so much money up front. You need to get a store, and you need now to do marketing and all of that stuff. And sometimes you make no money at all. Okay, people used to do like Amazon FBA and all these things. Yes, some people made money, but the real money, one of the methods how they made money was selling courses, isn't it? All right, instead of digging for gold yourself, they were just selling the shovel, essentially. Okay, but I'm going to show you the new way, the updated, the more advanced way, especially by leveraging, especially leveraging Artistly and the brand new features that are there. Okay, so anyone that so I want to make this very clear because we did mention this before, and I understand sometimes there can be frustrations with this. There have been updates going on where we are ramping a lot of these things up, especially with, I think at the moment, some of you may experience, not everybody, but some of you may experience um, a delay with Mirror Magic. Okay, so that's been there's updates that have been addressed to that to make it more beefy, and we're adding other elements. So some of you may experience some delays with that. However, for majority, it should be fine. And as you know, everything's always consistently working. There's no issues whatsoever. So if you are on the likeness and you want that kind of reassurance, just let support know, and we can make sure we can test everything and make sure everything's working for you. However, everything should be fine. So coming back to consistent objects, this is going to be the really important point. So I want you to imagine there's so much stock out there, whether you're trying to sell a mug, a t-shirt, maybe a flask like Yash showed, maybe a bag, maybe some kind of apparel, maybe any kind of merchandise. So you can imagine when you got these, there's so many products you can create. There's a catalog, isn't it? Okay, and here's some pictures on the screen right now. Look, you've got a little teddy there. You've got a bag, a flask, a bag, and a bottle. Okay. So you can create all of this stuff. And the important point is here that, you can upload it. So imagine if you have a client, right? They can give you the image and you can actually upload it directly and you can make those changes. Bearing in mind, there are more updates coming to this. So please be patient because this is only going to get better, first and foremost. Okay. Second, you can select personal design. So what I would do right now, if you are going to use the consistent object function, if you're uploading, great. However, if you want to start from scratch, no problem. Let's go to the AI image designer. This is where I guess the first part of the magic happens, and this will tie into the element of selling by the e-commerce method. There's kind of what I like to call the done for you solution. And I think Reed made a very important point that when you have zero overhead, our profit margin is infinite. Okay. And Reed, talking from experience, I've owned a brick and mortar store. Paying rent is not fun. It's not. It's not fun if your business is not generating revenue. More specifically, it may be generating revenue, but if it's just breaking even, you're not really running a business, if that makes sense. And sometimes it's not the case that it's not a good business. The social, the economical, social eco reasons surrounding, things are changing, whether it's the currency, what the governments are doing, all of that. I'm not going to get into that, but you can understand wages are now stagnant. They haven't been going up for like 10 or 15 years or whatever it may be, but taxes and prices and all of the other expenses are going higher while your salary is staying low. So it becomes very, very hard. So we're trying to eliminate that. We're trying to make things easier and show you strategies how you can actually maximize things using the power of the internet, more specifically in conjunction with apps such as Artistly. Okay. So if I come to write the prompt here, so imagine now I want to create something. Let's say I want to create a bag. Okay. Let's go. Create a nice red leather bag. For me, I would go for photorealistic. Let's go for prompt enhancer, customize settings. Why would I go to customize settings? Because I want to make as many variations as possible. So I can go to 4 in terms of quantity. Now, I can change dimensions, shapes, etc., etc. I'm not going to do that. I can change different lighting, mood. And for those that are already aware of it, I understand. So I appreciate your patience, but there will be many of you watching that haven't seen this or would like a little bit more of an input. So I'll just quickly just show or touch upon it. So you can customize and modify the design that you create, whether it's the lighting, the mood of it, the color palette, the perspective, the environment, the composition. Okay. Now, some of it sounds complicated, but it really isn't. So I would say go ahead, obviously, after the conclusion of today, and enjoy it. Make variations. See which one you like, because you may have a particular style that caters for your palette. Okay, so the prompt here, create a nice red leather bag. Here you can see I can edit that prompt. I can put more instructions in that. But for this, let's keep this simple. Create a nice red leather bag. Excuse the spelling, and let's go to generate. Bearing in mind, it's gonna generate 4 versions. Now I could create a flask, a mug, a cup, maybe a mouse mat, maybe some kind of some kind of merchandise that I can easily do. But for this, let's just say I've created a bag. Okay, I'm just trying to demonstrate the power of doing this, or some of the sequence of events you would do, especially when it comes to consistent objects. So right now you can see, look, I've got some nice variations of bags as you would expect. I come over to consistent objects, and then, like Yash mentioned, you can do personal design. You go to your design and you upload and you select, and then it'll give you another prompt where you can train it. Where do you want that to appear? So you're probably thinking, okay, I know Yash has covered it. I get that. That's fine. But I want you to understand the unlimited modifications you can make to the scenery in the background of that bag. And it comes down to e-commerce product placement. Very, very important. You may have a particular background or a placement for that product. Okay. So either you have a particular placement for that product, or maybe your client wants it in a certain environment, i.e., make it appear on a kitchen table, a work table, in the shop, okay, in the shopping mall, or maybe you want it on the top of a mountain, maybe you want it on the Eiffel Tower, maybe you want it on planet Mars, right? So you get the gist of it. You can modify the environment so you can really make your product stand out. And why is that important? Because when it comes to selling, it's all about the presentation of the product. I cannot stress that. I just cannot stress that point as much as possible. Okay, you have to understand, when it comes to marketing, you are marketing a product. Now I want you to imagine, every single one of you, when you're thinking about getting product, let's just use McDonald's, or McDonald's or some kind of fast food joint as an example. When they're showing you their product, even if it's a cheeseburger, hamburger, or a Big Mac, or whatever it may be, they make sure it's the best looking, I'm not talking about taste, the best looking Big Mac possible in a presentation, in a video, right? And there are people that will make sure that the food's not even edible, but the way they capture, or they build the burger up and they capture the image of it, because it's marketing. They're psychologically or subconsciously selling you the product. Okay, generally people, or typically, you've already purchased it in your mind before you actually get the product, isn't it? It's all about selling. So whether it's for you or your clients, whether you've got a mug, a cup, or bag, whatever type of merchandise that you have, it's about the presentation of it. And I'm going to show you other, there's other apps here that you can put your t-shirt on, different objects or products, whatever it may be. And one thing they'll ask you, do you want a simple background, or do you want to modify your background? Okay. Very, very important points. So once you do that, you can just say, look, on the kitchen table. Okay, there's a prompt. Let's just follow that. Kitchen table. And then we go ahead and we can change the dimension. I'm just going to keep it a simple generate design. Okay, that's it. Now, a very good point, I believe, Globe Transformer, obviously not the real name, said, is it possible to compose an uploaded photo into the generated image so that is, example, perspective correct or projected on the wall? I mean, you could use that technically with the advanced AI designer, okay, in the fast action or the advanced level AI. Okay, you can do all of that stuff. Okay, because it's a prompt. You can go and modify the background. You can actually use something called instant scene that we have also to change the background. So anything you could do, you can reverse engineer, you can change, you can tweak, you can modify. Okay, but more importantly, okay, let's have a look. Okay, this bag is on the kitchen table and looks like it's on a scale as well. So Really important points here. And here's another key thing. I'll probably cover this later on, but you can make sure you share this on social media, whether it's Facebook, X, and Pinterest. Okay, Pinterest is a really important one because this will also allow you. You can take the image, okay, take the image, and this can redirect to your e-commerce store. Which, don't worry, I'm going to show you all of that stuff. Okay, but I want to first lay the foundations of coming and creating your product. So again, image designer. If I want to create a gym bottle. Okay, let's just say gym bottle. So just imagine any kind of merchandise you would expect. And let's go for the style one, photorealistic. Let's get 4 variations and let's go ahead and generate. Okay. Now, once we've done that, I think another great point I want to mention is that you can see, as we always do, is just trying to better the application for you. And even the last one, when I create these bags, you can see in the speed, progressively, you'll see how fast, okay, the servers are working, especially with these updates that are going on, to make sure when it comes to generation, how quickly these images are being generated, literally right in front of your very eyes on this call right now. And you can see, look, here's some gym bottles, different variations. Now, this is a key thing as well, just to mention. If I put in my prompt, I want them as either colored or clear gym bottles with no lettering, no photos, no imagery, etc., etc. It will do that for me, and then later on, if I want to lay an image on there, maybe a logo, such etc., etc., that's something you can do. Okay. Now, once I've done all of that, you can imagine if I got a gym bottle. Yes, I can go edit. I can do all of that stuff. That's great. Okay, so hopefully everyone can see this is how you would create products and items, objects, especially when it comes to e-commerce. Now, in terms of the other aspect of it, I want to draw your attention to the perfect text in image. Okay, this will be another function where you can actually either create your t-shirt mockups, okay, and graphics and different artworks that you can use, especially when it comes to artwork and stickers and monograms, because I'm going to show you those platforms that are available out there where you can actually sell stickers, and once you create wall art, you can put them on canvases. The t-shirt mock-up, that will be another great thing that you can use for t-shirts, hoodies, football jerseys. You can have them with text. Bearing in mind, if you want to go more advanced, we also have in the create design section the advanced AI image designer, which let's go head over there right now. Okay, so if I went in there as an example, if we looked at creating a t-shirt for the very first time, I go to the AI and I say, let's just say create a male model fully standing on the beach wearing a white t-shirt, red jeans, and yellow trainers. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's see magic prompt, and we'll enhance it. Really important point. Okay, this again takes a lot of the creativity away from me, in terms of I don't need to worry about trying to do it all myself. I can allow the AI to do it, and then once I'm happy with that, I can generate image. Now, whether I'm happy with it or not is redundant, because I can always come back and I can edit that prompt. Okay, I can edit the prompt with the AI. I can make unlimited, essentially, variations of that image, so you're never stuck. However, we can also save it. We can make sure we can always come back to it, and it can be one part of our media package, or our library of images. Now, having a look at that, you can see that this gentleman has been made. Okay, and it's a very lovely image. Now, bearing in mind, we can make unlimited variations. We can specify the hair color, the build, the facial hair, the clothing, the color, any kind of wearing of not clothing, but like items such as sunglasses, headphones. Remember, you can modify everything. So the reason I've made this character is about product placement, especially if you're doing e-commerce and we're looking at selling t-shirts as an example. Okay, bearing in mind there's so many other things that we can sell, but if we were looking at t-shirts right now, the next thing I would do, I would come to Merch Magic. Okay, now when I go to Merch Magic, my intention is go to select cloth type. Remember, as a reminder, you have the upper section portion of the torso, you have the lower section. Okay, that will be the lower section of the torso. And for females, or for those that don't identify a certain gender and they wear dresses or that type of cloth or clothing, you would select overall. Okay, Very, very important, because this is dictating to the AI, or more specifically Magic Merch AI, which part you are trying to adjust. Okay, it's very specific. Okay, so I'm going to leave that as upper. I'm going to go to select cloth type, and you can get any design from the internet. And here you can see some that have been made before. So try to get the best that you can. And if I go here, here's one here. This was one that I pinched off the internet and I recreated using Mirror Magic. And I go ahead and select swap cloth. Now, what we are looking now to achieve is take this t-shirt here that I am looking to sell. I've made this custom design. I want it transferred to my male model. And remember, I've got two versions. I've got the t-shirt, but I've got my male model as well. Okay. And just like that, now you can see that has now been transferred over to the gentleman in question. Bearing in mind, if you are going to be presenting this, if you really want to enhance your marketing in selling the product, i.e. the t-shirt, then you can always look at either using Smart Expand, which we can drastically extend that into a 69 by format, or we can make it more mobile responsive, being a 9 by 16. Okay, or we can make a version by 1 by 1. So all of these versions you can do. And if you are going to be using the e-commerce angle, or even with clients, then you create a batch of different sizes and variations that they can choose from for their media kit, essentially. Okay, so now we have that chap there, and some really important points to bear in mind. They're so subtle, right? But they're so important. The shadows, okay, the realisticness of the object, but creating a shadow, that the placement of the sun, and you'll see creases in the t-shirt, making it hyper realistic. So you can imagine, if you're dealing with a client and they've got t-shirts to sell, you can create a catalog of t-shirts on the model subjects, whether male or female, in different locations or specific locations, or you can remove the entire background and place it in the actual client's shop or virtual shop, or wherever it may be. Okay, so we have those functions, including, don't forget, we do have the face swapper. That was something that someone did mention today. So we could go ahead, we select the file. Let me see if I can find one of me. I don't know if it'll capture. It's not really a good angle, but if I go here, put my angelic face on there, and it will take the construct of my face, and it will literally swap, okay, onto any of the images that you create. So you can see now, my head is now part of the new torso. Okay. So having said that, once I'm happy with it, can you see that? Click the image to add it to the canvas. I select it, and hey presto, we are ready to rock and roll. And there you go. I've got a brand new male model, right, with the t-shirt I'm trying to sell. So this is a great graphic design for my marketing purposes of selling via e-commerce. Okay, so having said that, has anybody typically I will do this at the end in terms of questions, but just a quick question, quick thing. If you do want to make any adjustments to the facial aspect, or maybe the hair, the color, you can use in painting, sorry. So you just highlight what you want to change, put the text in, update it, etc., and then do generate. So once I'm done that, I want to go to export, do it as a JPEG, and I am good to go. Okay. So let's just imagine you've done all of that. You've created all these different products. You've created, and actually, let me just show you. Let's have a look. So in my library, you can see some of the placements that I made. Of some of the placements, you've got the female there. You can see you can put more than one character. I think that looks pretty cool. You can see some of the quality of the images are second to none. Okay, so here you have this male figure. Especially when you come to selling, demonstrating it, and it's not limited to just t-shirts. I want you to understand it's just not limited to t-shirts. You can use any kind of, we're looking at creating different types of merchandising backgrounds and make those customizations. So you can see some designs that I created, etc., etc. The reason I'm showing you these designs will make sense in just a moment. So you've got this design, we've got Shrek. So these designs, we can go to places like Free Pick. Very, very important. If I want to go find any style of design, look, we've got this cat here. Or if I'm looking for a design I want to maybe put on a t-shirt, let's have a look. I can go to, here's other things you can create, apparel, devices, print, packaging. We can use all of that using Mirror Magic. Also, if I go to images here, okay, we've got illustrations. Let's just look at illustrations. And imagine some of this you could put on a t-shirt. You can make it very unique. And if I go back to images, I can put, let's have a look, texture or patterns. Patterns are a good one for t-shirts. And you can see some of this stuff, camouflage, white and black patterns. So you've got a whole variety that you could technically choose from, different styles. Okay. Topic and event. So you just take a screen capture, and then we can move it across to Mirror Magic, and we can create that design. We can replicate it. Remember, this service of FreePick. Now, I want to make this abundantly clear. FreePick is just one of many platforms, so you never get stuck on not figuring out what design do I like. We do not have to pay for an account. We can come we can come and we can take a screen capture and we can recreate, reverse engineer a graphic or recreate it without infringing on any copyright claims. Does that make sense, everyone? We don't need to buy access to these platforms. We can just come and we can see what images we like. We can go anywhere on the internet, capture an image, and we can use Mirror Magic to recreate any image we like. So I'll just address this. Sir Courage, I think he said that he's made a payment, but he's not given access. He's having an issue with access. So I understand it gets very frustrating because I really know that you want to jump into this straight away. So just don't hesitate. Just jump straight into the support desk, and we will make sure we get you the immediate access. Okay, but we will resolve that issue for you as soon as practicable. Essentially, we will be on it. Okay, so that will help you because it's really, really important, and we want you to get inside. Okay, so let's put FreePick aside. But actually, before I do, because I want to move on to something really important. If I go to mockups, let me just show you. So if you've got apparel or packaging, or you got t-shirts, you can do the same thing. You come, but apparel is a good one as well. We can do all of this: hoodies, t-shirts. And this is what I'm trying to explain, or I'm trying to demonstrate to you. If I go to t-shirt mockups, check this. They've got the character. Look at the background, the scenery. So what I'm saying, it's about marketing, it's about selling, it's about positioning the product, isn't it? This is why it's so important. Here you got this model subject here on the stairs. Artistly will allow you to do all of that. Here we got this other chap here on the outside standing with the grass in the background. Now these are probably, it's highly like obviously going to be physical people. We don't need to go high up individuals for the day to model a simple t-shirt. We don't need to throw money down the drain doing all of this organization, getting the t-shirt printed off, getting the subject, telling them to arrive at a certain day, paying them for X amount of hours, and then getting a photographer out, and then having to do pre or post production of photography and getting those all enhanced. We don't need to do none of that stuff anymore. Okay, so you could actually, so this is the importance of product placement. It doesn't matter even if I go, actually let me go back here. So this is stuff that's going to be really important because obviously it ties into the e-commerce stuff. Same with here, look, mockups in a hand, placed against the wall. And again, we can even put our own designs on things like this using Artistly. So I want to come back to Artistly. Okay, so now we've had a look at this. What would be the next step? You're probably wondering, Ali, what is the next step? If you're asking that, it's a really good question. So what I would do, let's have a look at Redbubble. Okay, can everyone see Redbubble? Is it showing on my screen? Redbubble is a great place. It's like a marketplace that will allow you to upload and create your own stores and products. Where there's images, if you go here, we got exploring, t-shirts. And this is the key thing. When you're coming to sites like this, it will allow you to do research at the same time. When I mean research, look at the categories: vintage, music, and fresh finds. Okay, different funny t-shirts, vintage posters. You've got clothing, t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, hats, socks, dresses, tank tops, leggings, skirts, stickers, funny stickers, car stickers, bumper stickers, water bottle stickers, cool stickers. Come back to Artistly. Let's have a look. We can use the AI section, but I just want to show you this one. Fast. Text and image. Artwork, stickers. Okay. memes. So we can create those designs, can't we? And then we could have them placed onto sites like Redbubble. Okay, just simply using Artistly. We don't need to go and set this up. Now, one thing, if you look at stuff like this, like if we go phone cases, wall art, okay, we could do all of that. If you have a look, can you see on these items, where is it gone? Here you go. You've got prices £20, $15, sorry. You got here $29, $19, $13. This is a live site people are selling. Okay. So you can now come to sites like Redbubble, sign up for free, and you can have your listings of products on sites like this. Now, I kind of want to show you something right now. See this design here? This design here, and this design here. Can everyone see this design? Or even this design? See all of these designs? Can anyone tell me why these are so important? These designs here. We've got a bag here. We've got Shrek. This Shrek here, and we've got this graphic design. Can anyone in the chat box? I just want anyone to give me a wild guess why I'm pointing these ones out. Come on, everyone. Don't be shy. I want you to be engaged. If you're falling asleep, I'm going to have to get everybody to jump up and start, punching the air. Okay, so Reed saying we can create the design. Someone saying different merch. You want one is saying you made them because we can recreate them. So you made them. Fantastic. Brilliant. That's exactly what it is. So these are actually my listings that I created using Artistly. I haven't done any work. I haven't gone and hired a design or anything like that. Okay, all created by Artistly. Now, in order to create by Artistly, if I go here to my profile, if I go to sell your art, you can see create products, set up shop. You can see how simple this stuff is. Okay, add new work. Okay, it will take you through a number of different steps. However, once you've done it, you can see, look, upload or copy an existing work, portfolio. You can see some of the stuff that I've already done. Okay, so if I went to this chap here, let's go to view. Once you've set it up, okay, you upload it. This is how it'll appear. Okay, and you can see the different variations, and especially the different products I can put on them. But you can see how quickly. Now, I do not have to deal with the payments or distribution or the delivery of the product. Redbubble will be the complete fulfillment service for you. So the next question one may ask is, how does this work? I mean, why would they do everything for you? Because every time a sale is made, they will take a percentage of the sale. Okay, so the next logical way of looking at it is that you are essentially making money for someone else doing basically doing all the heavy work, all the running around, the lifting work for you. Okay. Furthermore, if you wanted to, you could take the listing of what you've created, and we can go place them, all the images, and we can place them on social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, marketplaces, eBay, Pinterest, TikTok, Twitter, or X. You can do all of that stuff. Okay. So the question is, have I sold anything? To be honest, I have not really gone and pushed anything. I create it as a demonstration. Now, if I was active, if I spent time and I maybe took the link and I went and placed it in a site, then it's about generating traffic, isn't it? Okay. So that's the key thing. You have to be consistent. It's not the case that you will build it and they will come, because some sites are different where you have to put a little bit effort into it. Now, if I went to places like, Facebook, I just want to show you something. Okay. If I go here, sell t-shirts. Okay. Let's go to groups, sell t-shirts. Look at this. T-shirt designs, buy and sell. Okay, 11,000 people, 43,000 people. Buy and sell t-shirt designs, 53,000, 7,000, 12,000. Now, what happens if you start posting your link? You're going to get traffic, and that's what it's about. That's why it's so important with these graphics and using, creating those product placements and those model shots. We can place them all over the internet, and then it will create a backlink back to your store. Okay. But there will be other platforms which we'll have a look at that some of them will actually help generate you traffic. Okay. So coming back here, there's this site here. Okay. So you can see that. And if I wanted to, actually, this would be good. If I go back here to manage portfolio, I'll kind of show you what it will look like. If I go to this little cog, if I go edit. So when you're coming through, here's another key thing, is that everything that you see, whether it's the title, the tags, and the description, were all created using ChatGPT. Okay, AI did all of this for me. I didn't have to do anything. And you can see all the different types of merchandise which I can enable or disable, and I can have it in my store, whether it's a pillow or a mouse pad, a card poster, a laptop skin, a sleeve, a mug, okay, drawstring bag, a scarf on the clock, a pin button. I just want you, hopefully it's demonstrating that there's so much variety you could choose from. But the key thing here is that you don't have to physically have it in your inventory. Redbubble will fulfill that to the end user. Okay, really important point there. Next, this is where things get a little bit more interesting. So this is one place, okay, Redbubble. So I'll definitely say go ahead and have a look at Redbubble, okay? And you can see there's another version here. If I go back, let's go back to Redbubble. Oh, if I go to the shop, actually, let's leave. This is what the shop will look like. You can see if there's any comments. Okay. Really nice, simple site. I made it very quickly. Manage portfolio. Let's have a look at something else. Look at the splash. I can have a look at that splash design, and I can put on different t-shirts and keep it very nice and minimal. Okay, all using Artistly's design capability. Next, now this part is where I want you to get excited a little bit more. Why? Because it's Printful. So this is another alternative. Now, why Printful is such a power from what I've seen when testing this out and doing the process of it. If I go to my stores now, this I created a store previously. I've disconnected it now anyway, but there was a Shopify store. Now the funny thing is, obviously, I showed it on stream, and I think someone tried accessing this store because I got an email notification. So I thought that was quite interesting. However, having said that, I can connect it to Shopify. And more importantly, I can connect it. There's so many different e-commerce platforms you can connect this to. So what this means is Printful is the fulfillment service. Not only will they fulfill the service, they'll also take payment and distribution of the payment or sales that are made. So they will handle everything for you. Okay. So Clifford said a very good question. Do you have to provide a perfect image to Redbubble for them to create the end product for you? Technically, no. However, having said that, if you want a very good placement on the model, there are going to be obviously certain dimensions you need to adhere to. So, you can go to Redbubble. They'll have a guide on that. And then obviously you can come back to Artistly, make sure you're within those parameters. Okay. But coming back to this, so you can see Printful will connect to so many platforms, whether it's Shopify, Etsy, Wix, WooCommerce. We've got eBay there, TikTok Shop, Walmart, Gumroad, and I'm pretty sure there's other ways as well. You can do them manually. Okay, manual integration, manual order platform. Okay. Now, what I was able to do, I went ahead and created something on eBay. So eBay is another really easy place that you could do. Okay. So can you create stores on Facebook? You could create a page there, some level of store. I don't see why not. Okay. So here, create an email account. And then what I do. Okay, so here we have a store connected. And I'll be very honest with you. I'm going to show you this actually. Let me see if I can pull this up. So if I was going to connect anything, like let's see Etsy. Okay, if I go connect, Once you've got you have an account anyway with Etsy or eBay or whatever account you want to set up, there's a nice video that shows you. But all it's going to ask you is connect. You put your username, password, and it will literally connect. It's going to show you something like, you're given permissions to connect to the third party like Etsy, and it's allowing Printful to connect and manage. I'll read this actually. It will see listings. It will create and edit the listings in your shop. It will see your sales and purchases. It will, update your sales and purchases information, etc., etc. Okay. So Printful drop shipping for custom print products, warehouse and fulfillment will have permission to do the following. So it's doing everything for you. I cannot, really push that point home more than enough. It is doing everything, whether it's the warehousing, the storage, the fulfillment, the printing of the products, the physical product. They will do it for you. Okay. Now, if I go to eBay, I'll show you the manual way. If I go to my eBay and I go to selling. Now, if I wanted to do, okay, so it's going to ask me for information. Let me see if I can get this in there. Okay, just bear with me, stand by, and put all the old secret information in there. I'm pretty sure it's gonna ask me for a secret key. So let me get that number there. Let me see. Let's find out what the security code is. Let's have a look. 9. Okay. What is it gone? 18. Okay, I'm verifying. Oh, it's not working. Very odd. Okay. I didn't get the code. No, it's not going to work right now. Maybe I have to wait because you can see there I've just done that. But anyway, put that aside. Let's put that aside because I have one that I've made earlier. Now, can everyone see this? This is what I made with Artistly. Okay, this is actually live on eBay right now. This item, look, your item is for sale right now at $22. Okay, so you can see oversized heavyweight t-shirt. It's got my design, and remember, here I just done a really quick ugly design. This is why I said using Artistly, we can create those beautiful mock-ups of those models displaying our t-shirt on a physical person that we create using Artistly, and we would put it into the image section, okay? But for this, I just wanted to demonstrate how quickly you can do this right off the bat. And you can see, look, deliveries there, all the information, blah, blah, blah. Size, etc., etc. Now, you're probably thinking, yeah, it looks great that it's on there, but have you actually got this t-shirt to sell? Like, have you already got it printed? And the answer is no, I don't. I don't have it ready. However, here, if I go to stores, check this out. It's already connected. Now, the way I was able to do this, this is the thing that's going to blow the socks off of your feet. I didn't need to go eBay and create it from scratch under selling. I didn't have to do any of that. I tried it the first time and it was a complete nightmare. But for me, I just have to go and select add product. Once I go to add product, guess what's going to happen? It's there. Okay, that's fine. That's connected. It's going to ask me to select a product and check this out. Remember I mentioned different styles of products that you can do. Now, if a product's there that I can't see, that I don't have, I'll just come here. Let's say mug. Let's see if a mug is there. Okay, white glossy mug. Fine. Great. So I've got a white mug. And then if I have my design that I've created in Artistly, I just come and I drag and drop it onto the mug design. Okay, so let's just say, let's see if I've got any nice designs. I go to create design because I've got one already, I'm pretty sure somewhere. So I go to create design because I just want to go to the media library. Go to my media library. Let's have a look. Here you go. Use image. So let's just look at this image. Okay, I'll make it a bit smaller. Export. Let's just go export. Best for printing. And that project's done now. So what I do next, I come back to here. I take my image, drag and drop, and let's have a look. So as we're waiting for that to load, remember it's print. What is it? Yeah, okay. Have I actually put it on there? Upload your image design. Let's have a look. Is it the correct image? Okay. Okay. Can everyone see that? Look at that. My image design. I could make that bigger if I want. Okay. And remember, it says upload a larger image. We can make a larger image. We can even upscale it using Artistly. Well, I can close that. Now I can have a look at my mug, how it looks. Okay, yeah, really nice, really modern design. And I go continue. Okay, each design, yeah, etc. etc. I'm just going to show you how quickly you can do this. So let's just go continue next. You can see custom mockups or basic mockups. Let's just go for choose mockups. Let's go for this lady here. Remember, we can do this ourselves using Artistly. And you can see all the information's in there. We can go ahead and we can change things around. We can use ChatGPT, make adjustments as we see fit. Go continue. And you can see estimated prices, your earnings. Because remember, they're doing a lot of the legwork for you, okay? Go to continue, submit to the store. And what it's just done, it's created the listing for me and is now syndicated with the eBay store. And it's pushing the listing Printful is just created to the store in a live environment of the store, right? I don't need to go to eBay and go through their steps and duplicate it here. It's doing it from one place and it's fulfilling it and it's syndicating it to the store. So now let's have a look. Okay. We can see now, look, it has now been submitted. I go here. Let's go and view in eBay. Okay, view in eBay and check this out. Our mug is now done. How cool is that? That's our mug. But we could create even better images and come and edit this if we wanted and place them in there. And it's actually live. There you go. Your item is for sale. Okay. And here you can see, look, the description, the specifics of it, etc., etc. And you can see sellers' other items. If I go there, let's go see what else have I got in my inventory. I got the t-shirt. Check these out. I've even got my t-shirt here, okay, that I created. Check this out. Now, who thinks that's amazing? Who thinks that they can do that? So yeah, Dick is saying we are only paid for design, not physical products. So no, you get the best of both worlds. This is the point. Not only can you now sell your designs, but we can now use those designs on e-commerce style products that you can sell, right, by placing on these platforms and let them do the selling for you. So you don't have to have any physical inventory when it comes to e-commerce. Retain, I've done it on Printify, so fantastic. Amazing indeed. Then we got Juan saying easy to do. Clifford, that's so cool. Nice process and totally cool. Barbara. So that's the key thing. And remember, check this out. Look, you could add your latest design. This is why it's again they are encouraging you to generate as many products as possible. Look, we've got a mug. We've got a different version of the mug. They put it on the travel mug. Remember, Yash showed you earlier on the travel mug. We've got a different style of mug. We've got a paper frame, etc., etc. Okay. And the key thing is that there's nothing stopping you from coming to stores, okay, if you go to stores, you can create as many stores as you want. So you can cater for different audiences on different stores. Look, even Amazon Marketplace, okay? Some really big stores, Amazon Marketplace, Etsy, Wix, etc., etc. And then what you can do, okay, you come here and let's have a look. So you can look at the URL. So you see the URL at the top? That's essentially the store address, isn't it? So you can take that and then we can use the graphic and we can go on places like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We can go Pinterest with our graphic, and we can place our URL to our shop in these places of social media, okay, to generate traffic. So online strategy, I have it on Redbubble for now. We'll go to Printify next. So like place like Pinterest, you can see if you come to Pinterest, let's have a look. Obviously, you need to sign in, but if you're not signing in, let's have a quick look. Explore. Let's go for design. And you can see this is how it would appear. And this is the key thing. Can you see here's one design? Can you see that link here? It goes towards Instagram. It's a clickable link URL that will take you somewhere. And here you can see they've put a link there. Okay. And over 350 people have liked their link. And that means they are getting traffic. Okay. They are generating this graphic, or they're generating traffic that is then going towards a call to action like Instagram. And just remember, by using these variety of different platforms, okay, because you're not limited just by one or two. Use all of them. Use as many as you want. Okay, this will maximize your revenue or your revenue streams by, doing a variety of different, products and different merchandise that you can easily use by using Artistly and coming in and using. Okay. Let's have a look inside one of the stores. Check this out. Look at this. T-shirt designed by me for any queries. So you could take a picture of this person's T-shirt, put it on a model, and say, "Look, I'll help you. I've got your T-shirt designs. Do you want to buy these modeled images? We use Merch Magic." Okay. Got so many. So maybe we should have a contest in the inner circle and sell our design to each other using Printful just for fun and practice. So okay. So yeah, you can generate high quality images by changing the default aspect ratio. Later, you can upscale using the upscaler feature to increase their resolution. So in order to find that, let me actually show you, just for those that might not know where it is. If you want to really up the quality of any images, like really whack out high level quality, you simply go to the menu, AI upscaler, and you will upload an image, okay, or URL, or the personal design function. So any design or any image, you just simply upload. So say, for example, if I got this bag, upscale bag, yes, upscale only, upscale design, okay, and that's it. That's all you would have to do. Okay, much more crispier, sharper image, reflected in even the dimensions. Okay. Right, this is a good. Let's have a look at this question. It sounds way too labor intensive to be practical for any real high level income. So I think I had a conversation with someone today about this because they had some obstacles like mental challenges, or sometimes you overthink it. Now, I would put it to you, what would be labor intensive about coming to somewhere Artistly, creating a design, and then coming to one website, Printful, that's already syndicated with your store, and just select a new order. and then go to eBay and creating, okay, look, test your design, create an order. Where's the labor intensive aspect of it? Now, you could argue it's labor intensive, but then, somebody may be working a very labor intensive 9 to 5 in construction, cleaning, countless 10, 15 hour days. So it's going to be subjective. But what works for you may not work for somebody else, and vice versa. Okay, it's about you. Okay, there's there's so many millions of people come every day, and this notion of things are getting saturated is simply not true. But yeah, Clifford is easier than hiring a model and taking pictures. It's a much more longer and has more of a financial impact than anything from doing it the more labor intensive way of hiring a model, hiring a location, photographer, getting the images and producing them. Okay. Now imagine promoting on Instagram every day. 100%. It's all about consistency. Most people fail because they've already failed before they've even taken any action. Majority of the cases, okay, where people they've already given up mentally, and what it is because they're not doing it, they will try to stop others from doing it. So I want everyone to know it just comes down to personal responsibility. It's up to you as the individual. What is it that you want, and are you willing to do whatever it takes? Okay, are you willing to be consistent and take steady action on a daily basis? Okay. Yeah, once you have a design, you can put it on a dozen different products. Okay, so up until this point, we've covered quite a lot. And in the just right now, if you have access to Artistly and you haven't done this yet, we would absolutely love for you to leave a review. Okay, we would love for you to leave a review for Artistly. Okay, so let's see if I can get that up. You'll see it on the screen right now. Artistly review. Okay. So if you go to artistly.ai, okay, artistly.ai, let me see if I can get this up as well. Oh, here it is. Okay, so if you go to artistly, okay, .review, unlock hidden features as well. But if you scroll all the way down, which is not very long, I know it sounded very long, just follow step 1, just post a review, okay, on Capterra, and you'll see it here. Okay, these right here, and just put put your amazing feedback. We absolutely love for you to do that. I'd really appreciate it. And then simply take an image of it and just let support know, screenshot of your review, and then we'll unlock some new update. So we would absolutely love for you to do that. Secondly, let me grab something else, another important link is artistly.ai/affiliate. So in terms of another maximizing revenue stream, I think this is a really important point also. If you do want to promote Artistly, as you are the best ambassadors to promote it, essentially become ambassadors of it because you have it, you can earn up to 40% by doing so. That's completely up to you. That's optional. But if you come over here, you'll see you'll have access to all email swipe, graphics, or you got Artistly, so your graphics are sorted. Simply follow these 2 steps, create a free pay Kickstart account, and then you'll just apply for your affiliate link, which you'll get technically automatically. Okay, and that's it. And then with that link, if you recommend anybody to purchase Artistly, you just give them that link, and then you will be accredited 40% commission on the sale of the product. They go unlock hidden features inside Artistly when you post a review on Capterra. If you do this an hour a day, you'll get results. If you put in a few hours a day, you'll get 4 times the results. Yeah. I mean, it's completely dependent on you. Okay. And also, look, the affiliate program, make sure you go at the end of this call. We are going to be concluding now. If you go to Artistly Affiliate Program at artistly.ai/affiliates, you'll see this on the screen right now. Then simply follow those steps and you will get that access, and then you can promote as an ambassador. And any sales, as you know, you generate, you'll get accredited for it. Okay, number one. Number two, again, please kindly, if you haven't already, we would absolutely love for you to leave a review via artistly.ai/review. That would be absolutely amazing if you could do that. And if you are watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you're notified every time this goes live. Well, in order to be notified, you have to hit the notification bell. And if you're watching this on YouTube, we would love for you to leave an amazing positive comment about today's session as well, if you've enjoyed it, etc. And even maybe one thing that you really enjoyed about today. Secondly, if you're watching this on Facebook, amazing. Oh, those that might not be in the Facebook group, make sure you head over to the group as well. It's called Paul Ponner's Inner Circle. Okay. And you can go there directly also. And retain here, click the like button. So everybody, have you enjoyed today's session then as we conclude now? Has everyone enjoyed today's session? I know Yash covered a lot. We looked at the brand new function that will also be going and getting even more functions later on. And then we looked at the e-commerce aspect of looking at how to create different products, whether it's mugs and different catalog of products, how you can then come over to sites like Redbubble and eBay and Printful as a syndication tool. And then you can take those links. You can go to a place like Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook with that link and make posts. And then ultimately leaving a review and also the affiliate program. Okay. Great session. So, there we go. Oh, here's the link. I'll put the link on the screen. Can you see it for the inner circle? I would highly suggest, if you're not in the group, I would highly suggest and recommend you do join the group. The reason being, because there's an amazing community thriving already in there, but the designs and the strategies that get shared in there, and it's refreshing and it's nice when it's like everybody helping one another. Everybody will uplift one another and encourage others to move forward and kind of unlock and really demonstrate and show the possibilities of what Artistly does. And you'll see that in the group. So it is an amazing place to be. Okay. Thanks, guys. It was thank you, guys. Always appreciate what you do for us. It was happy to be here live. Thank you. Thank you, Ali. Thank you, Ulrich. Bravo. Thank you. I learned some cool stuff on here. So I know there's so much, and when the time goes on, sometimes it can become overwhelming. So much information. So appreciate, Carl. Very, very nice. Thank you. Remember, this all comes down to you and your actions. And remember, it's all about actionable content that we try to go through, but it's about actionable knowledge. Okay. Otherwise, if it's just knowledge, then nothing really comes from it. So apart from that, everybody, thank you very much for joining today. If you have any issues, if you need any support related questions, then you can always reach out to support. Okay. So, but everybody, apart from that, please make sure that you take action. I know I say that all the time. I know sometimes it's frustrating. I know everybody knows that they should be doing X, Y, and Z. And remember, sometimes life gets in you where you can't really do stuff because just you get busy. That's fine. Don't beat yourself up. Just say, you know what, let me take a day off and let me come back tomorrow fighting. Okay. So everyone, apart from that, then take care and we'll see you next week, everybody. Okay. So if you haven't already, as a reminder, we would love for you to go leave a review. You can join the Facebook group, Paul Ponner Official. And also, if you can go to artistly.ai/review and leave a amazing review, we would be so thankful for. So again, thank you, Paul, from the official channel. Thanks for joining the Artistly training session. We hope you found it informative and are excited to make the most of the app. So we encourage every single one of you, go and have fun with it. But not only have fun, but maximize the revenue by looking at the multiple aspects of businesses and different ventures that you can do using Artistly. Sounds cliche, and I understand it sometimes it's easier said than done, but it's just about taking the first step. Just take the step forward. That's all it takes. Sometimes you might do something, you might not enjoy doing one thing, right? But it might redirect you in the direction what you should be doing. And you'll only find that by failing forward. Okay? by failing forward. So apart from that, everyone, Sonja, Tropical, Rajat, everybody, Dan, Juan, I know Reed, Clifford, Tracy. I mean, there's so many, so I do apologize. I can't say everybody's name. So apart from that, everybody, take care and have a good weekend and see you next week. Okay. So take care, everyone.